Good morning, it's 42 degrees.
There are only a few actors who have the ability to astonish in silence. It takes the combination of innate talent and a reckless commitment to the details of characterization. We've all been mesmerized by the subtle shifts in Tom Hanks' eyes, the physical manipulations in Daniel Day-Lewis's portrayals, and the facial expressions of Meryl Streep. But there may be only one actor who has the ability to combine all the silent nuances of character that bring every portrayal to life beyond the screen, and that is Joaquin Phoenix.
It's a reason to smile.
We're all familiar with the great monologues of film, the time when an actor shows their prowess through emotional speeches that punctuate the drama of a film's unfolding. These are moments that are meant to be heard, meant to stir deep emotion through the voice.
Why should I even make the bed or wash the dishes? I do them. But why should I?
But I would argue it is the reaction shot that is even more important. The majority of a film's drama can be boiled down to the dialogue scene. One character wants something, another character decides whether or not to give it. The dialogue is the context, it tells us what to think. But the reaction shot is the subtext, it tells us what to feel.
No.
Take a look at this scene from Ridley Scott's Gladiator. Commodus wants the throne, and Marcus Aurelius refuses to give it to him. Simple. But watch all of the emotions communicated through the silence of Phoenix's performance here.
Are you ready to do your duty for Rome?
Yes, Father.
You will not be emperor.
Which wise the older man is to take my place?
My powers will pass to Maximus, to hold in trust until the Senate is ready to rule once more. Rome is to be a republic again.
Maximus.
My decision disappoints you?
In fact, we can infer exactly what this scene is about emotionally by just watching Phoenix's reactions, even with the sparse screen direction of the original script. At the same time, he takes away the need for any muddled dialogue that would otherwise obscure the subtext here. Take, for instance, one of the great reveals in modern cinema history, Maximus disclosing that he is in fact the Gladiator.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the armies of the North. General...
The audience is given permission to feel the weight of this moment through Phoenix's subtle horror, the tremor in his jaw, the non-verbal cue to surround Maximus with guards. But I think there's something even more complex, beautiful even, about this moment. Commodus is feeling the need to keep his composure amidst a ruckus crowd, so the horror is actually a kind of withheld horror. His character is consciously attempting to hold his anger and contempt in check, which is what makes Phoenix so fascinating to watch on screen, and what makes him so relatable. This kind of performance hints at this reality, how we so often feel and interact with the world in ways that are contrary to our own beliefs, how we hide surface emotions underneath a layer of shame, shame for not wanting to feel them, shame for experiencing them at all. This is what makes Phoenix's characters feel so close to life. He shows us the internal wrestling and layers those messy levels of shame to express very real feelings. So it's the layers and the space between the words and facial expressions that allow him to depict deeply complex emotions that a less capable actor might convey much too simply. Asked about his inherent control and decision-making process, Phoenix is quite ambiguous.
Why did I make that decision for the character? I don't really know. I think, to me, that's that's what I'm aiming for. That's the best moment when I'm not making a conscious decision.
But I think this is what truly separates great actors from good ones. There is a level of necessary control, but also a level of letting go, of surrender, that creates the sort of moments on screen we never forget. It's the type of thing that makes Phoenix's genuine reactions so enticing. You can almost see that he's not thinking. It helps the audience better access the ways we really feel, gives us permission to see ourselves in our own real-life, messy, complicated moments. Emotions are never straightforward. There are always layers of obscurity. Phoenix highlights this obscurity in his acting. He so skillfully reminds us that life is almost too complex to properly depict on screen. This is the sort of art that demands vulnerability, that gives permission in the way only the most powerful stories and expression can. It's the kind of acting of art that brings the space between stories to life.